Here's Dr. Gil Lederman, New York's only Harvard-trained, triple-board certified radiation cancer doctor. If chemosurgery or radiation isn't working or isn't tolerated, when cancer and its pain and symptoms aren't getting better, seek a fresh second opinion at Radiosurgery New York's Urgent Cancer Consultants for innovative, custom-tailored cancer treatment. See our experts within one business day because we know your time and your life are precious. Our goal is proper diagnosis and effective, non-invasive outpatient treatment. Decades of leadership, first in New York with brain radiosurgery, first in America with body radiosurgery for cancers of the brain, body, and prostate, all custom tailored for you. Call 212-CHOICES, 212-CHOICES for a prompt appointment and free booklet DVD. Super convenient, 38th and Broadway, with most insurances, Medicare, Medicaid accepted. You're next at Radiosurgery New York. Just call 212-CHOICES, 212-CHOICES.
Welcome, everybody. It's the Radiosurgery Show with Dr. Gil Lederman, MD, New York's only Harvard-trained, triple-board certified radiation oncologist who brings you the latest cancer treatment news, interviewing world-renowned cancer experts, delving into special cases, and, of course, answering your questions. I'm Rob Redstone, broadcasting from the WOR studios in the heart of New York City. And now, please welcome Dr. Lederman.
Hi, good morning. It's Gil Lederman. We hope you are up bright and early. We have lots of things to discuss today, lots of patients that I want to discuss and learn from with you. I want you to talk about news. There's new medical news this week. So there's so much. We're going to get going immediately. If you have questions, you're welcome to call us. We're live at the WOR studio in the heart of New York City, very close to our own office. Our number here, if you have questions, is 1-800-321-0710. 1-800-321-0710. You can speak to Bob or Mike. They're running this show, and they're great at it. So if you give them a call, they will pass the call right through to me. First case I want to talk about is a man, 55-year-old black man with prostate cancer at a Gleason 7. So Gleason is how the cancer appears under the microscope, and that means it's a more aggressive cancer. His PSA was 7, his Gleason was 7, and he had his treatment with us, just finished his treatment. He had the premier program, which if you look in our book, shows our results versus other programs across the country, and actually shows markedly better results. In Gleason 7 category, if he had chose surgery for Gleason 7, his success rate would have been about 60%, or 9 weeks of treatment. Similar with us, our chance of success for Gleason 7 cancer is 90%. It's in our prostate cancer booklet. And if you call for the booklet, we will send it to you at no charge. The Gleason 7 data is on page, let me get that for you so you can follow along if you have the booklet. It's on page 14. You can look at our data versus data of two famous Ivy League hospitals, one in Boston, one in Philadelphia. Their results versus our results. Chance of being cancer-free with us, Gleason 7, or PSA 10 to 20 is 90%. Their best results were 60%. So this gentleman came in. He chose to proceed with us. He saw the data and had a Gleason 7, PSA 7, was treated, and his first follow-up. So he just came for first follow-up. He just finished treatment about 6 weeks ago, and his PSA has already descended to 1.6. So a very quick descent of his PSA, which is very favorable. Most likely, more than 90% chance, his PSA will drop down to the 0 range, and we will follow him along. He's asymptomatic. He has no symptoms. His sex life is working. His urinary life is working. He's smiling. He's got the nicest smile you've ever seen. He's doing fantastically. He's coming back in 3 months for another checkup, and we'll report back to you, but he is doing great. And he's part of our good news department today. We have another man I want to speak about, and this is a gentleman with pancreas cancer. Came in this week with his ex-wife. I thought it was husband and wife. They were so lovable. 61 years old, black man, has one daughter, and he has biopsy-proven pancreas cancer spread to the liver. Now listen to this case. He just presented in November 2013 elsewhere. He had abdominal pain. He had a CAT scan done by his doctor. He was found to have localized cancer. It was only in the pancreas. So the doctor sent him to a surgeon to do what's called a Whipple procedure, which is a very big surgical operation. And it took the doctor 8 weeks to work him up. 8 weeks, which I think is long. Anyway, by the time he waited 8 weeks, the cancer marker, the CA19-9, went up to more than 200, and the cancer traveled to the liver. So it's another case, and we talk about this regularly, waiting for cancer. Cancer doesn't wait. Cancer keeps on moving. It's like a train on the track. So his doctors made him wait 8 weeks, and the cancer traveled to the liver, went from a localized cancer to a stage 4 cancer. He had chemotherapy, and the chemo worked for a couple of weeks, and then it stopped working. And he came to us. He's fully functional, and we repeated the tests, restaged him. We found the cancer in the liver, cancer in the pancreas. We repeated the cancer marker, the CA19-9, and we believe we should get whatever tests the patient agrees to, but patients sometimes need to be explained why getting these tests. So we got the PET scan to see visually where the cancer is. We got the cancer marker to see biochemically what's happening to the cancer. And we actually saw that the treatment was working. We arranged for him to have systemic treatment for treatment of the cancer in the bloodstream, but also radiosurgery, which is non-invasive treatment. Radiosurgery allows us to focus the treatment just on the area where the bulky cancer is, whether it's in the pancreas in this case, the liver, both sites. This gentleman, 61, wants to do everything possible to get his cancer in remission. He's been very disappointed how it's been taken care of since November, and he wants a different change of pace. He came to us, and in one day, we got him staged, we got him examined, we got stereotactic body fitting planning done. We arranged for him to see by medical oncology, saw about systemic treatment to hit the cancer cells in the bloodstream, all in one day. Elsewhere, it was 8 weeks to wait, and the cancer spread. So we'll report back, but for pancreas cancer, where we attack, whether it's in the pancreas or the liver, where we attack, and this is based on many, many patients. We've treated about 20,000 patients over the years with radiosurgery. About a 90% chance where we attack the cancer will stop or shrink or go away where we attack the cancer, non-invasively with no cutting, no bleeding. So it's another case this week. And another woman, which we've spoken about before, just finished her 5 treatments. Usually we do 5 treatments. Why 5? Well, usually if you have standard radiation, it can be 6 weeks or 8 weeks, and it's a long course and a little bit of radiation every day. Well, studies show and radiobiologic principles dictate that if you give a higher dose per fraction, you give more treatment each day, you can do the treatment a lot quicker. And furthermore, it works better. So it's more focused on the cancer, not to hurt healthy tissues, more treatment in less time, more focused, non-invasively, and that's the secret of our work. Stereotactic, fractionated radiosurgery. We were the first ones in New York with fractionated brain radiosurgery. We're the first ones in America, first ones in the Western Hemisphere even, and of course, first ones in New York with body radiosurgery. So for this woman, she came in with metastatic fallopian tube cancer. The fallopian tubes are the tubes between the ovaries and the uterus. It's every month when a woman has her period, the egg falls down the fallopian tube, goes to the uterus, and that's where the egg gets impregnated or not. Well, she had a cancer of the fallopian tube. Over the last 6 years, she's had 18 different kinds of chemo. Can you believe that? And they didn't work. The cancer stayed in the same area, growing, but in the same area. Finally, she said, to heck with the chemo. She couldn't take it anymore. She was losing her hair and her strength and her power, and yet she continues to work every day. So she came to us. She actually told us there were 2 areas, but when we mapped it out, and we do 3-dimensional mapping so we can hit the cancer where it is, we actually found the cancer was all in one area, one big area, but one area. So we're able to treat all of the cancer in 5 treatments. She had treatments done, and she continued to work, and she had no side effects, and she's done, and she's coming back, and we will report back to you the success, hopefully, God willing, of the treatment. How do we measure success? Well, we get cancer markers, number 1. Number 2, we get imaging. So we get things to confirm with each other. We don't rely just on one test. We get one test to confirm the other test, and of course we'll examine the patient and talk to the patient, which is critical. You can't have a patient without talking to the patient, and that's what we like to do. We like to sit down, close the door, and spend some time with the patient so we can understand better the patient, and the patient can better understand us. I know a lot of people say they don't have any time with the doctor. It's 1 minute in and out, or it's with the secretary or with a PA or with a nurse. No, with us, you get our phone number, you sit down with us, the doctor, we close the door, we sit down, we stay a while, whether it's an hour or 2 hours, to understand what's going on with the patient, get the documents, you get copies of the documents, you know what's going on with you as well as us. So it's a combined effort here, combined effort. If you have questions, we're live at the WOR studio. We're at 1-800-321-0710. You don't have to be shy. We've got a lot of calls. We have a Saturday morning show. Our Saturday morning show is from 5 to 6 on WABC, and we have 4 shows on WOR every Sunday. Our 4 shows, the first one's 1:30 to 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, that's right. And then there's one at 3 to 4. And there's this show at 6 to 7 in the morning. And there's going to be another show tonight at 9 to 10, all on WOR 710 radio here in New York. And we're taking your calls, so don't be bashful. I don't bite too much. And maybe we'll answer a question that you're sitting home thinking about. So don't only think. Take action, 800-321-0710. We're going to hear a couple words from our sponsor, and then we have a lot more news. I just don't want to start the news because we have this announcement from our sponsor, and it'll give you a chance to give us a call if you wish. Bob and Mike are working in the studio so diligently. You may want to call just to tell them thanks for the great work. So here we go.
For cancer treatment, most prefer effective, non-invasive, well-tolerated outpatient therapy. With Dr. Lederman, the radiosurgery pioneer, that's our goal, too. He's first in America, first in New York, first for you with body radiosurgery. We hit your cancer with no cutting, no bleeding. Dr. Lederman has decades of experience with primary and metastatic large or small cancers from head to toe. Cancer treatment with possibly a second chance for you, even if chemo, radiation, or surgery didn't work or isn't tolerated. Our goals are best results and quality of life. Meet Dr. Lederman to hit the cancer. For a free booklet DVD, call 212 Choices, 212 Choices for a fresh second opinion. Most insurances, Medicare, Medicaid, accepted. Not only super convenient, super. Broadway and 38th in Manhattan. To hit your cancer, see Dr. Lederman, 212 Choices.
With Dr. Lederman, the best prostate cancer treatment is custom tailored for you. Each man with prostate cancer is unique and seeks the best results based upon PSA, Gleason score, and stage. That's why Dr. Lederman's custom tailored prostate cancer treatment is most logical. Not every man should get the same treatment. Dr. Lederman's custom prostate cancer treatment is all outpatient. Our goals are your best results, avoiding radical surgery, maintaining your sexual and urinary function, and your life. Most insurances, Medicare, Medicaid accepted. Call Dr. Lederman at 212 Choices, 212 Choices for a fresh second opinion and free booklet DVD. Not only super convenient, super in Manhattan, 38th and Broadway. To hit the cancer, call Dr. Liederman, 212 Choices. Cherish your life. Custom prostate cancer treatment with Dr. Liederman, 212 Choices.
Welcome back to the Radio Surgery Hour. This is Rob Redstone here with Dr. Gil Liederman at the WOR Studios in the heart of New York City. We're just a few steps from the Radio Surgery New York Cancer Treatment Center on Broadway and 38th Street. Dr. Liederman, the leading cancer expert, treats prostate cancer non-invasively. He was the first in New York with fractionated brain radiosurgery, and he's the first in America and in the Western Hemisphere with body radiosurgery. You can also call Dr. Liederman at 212 Choices for a free informative booklet and DVD. Hey, Dr. Liederman, we're back.
Hey, we're back. We're live. This is Dr. Liederman on WOR. We're talking about patients and how to learn from other patients and medical news. Next patient I'd like to talk about is a 70-year-old woman who came. She has a lung cancer, was treated successfully. Let's get this call. Excuse me. Good morning. You're on the radio. This is Dr. Liederman.
Yes, sir. The question, sir, is I was recently diagnosed with small cell